Shalom. Okay, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Rakakadash. Okay, double honors to our apostles, elders, and bishops. Great millstone that rule well. And salutations and peace and much blessings to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel. All right, people of Negro, Latino, Native American, and similar in their descent. Israelite foreigners who look like the heathen nations but are Israelites on their father's side. And you walk with these women that's humbling yourself. Peace and shalom. And we're here to prophesy you what's to come. Um, Great mass destruction. People losing their goddamn minds. You know, wickedness on an all-time high, which is going to be increased daily. You know, famine of the word, famine of bread and water, and so on. And this is exactly what this devil has planned, and he's been planning this for years now. He's been planning this much longer than we've been around, been alive. And here we are living in that times where this devil's plan is literally going to be implemented at a full scale. And you can't say you haven't been warned, because the prophets have been out there on the highways and the byways shouting, you know, lifting up their voice like a trumpet to warn our people for these things to come and to prepare yourself spiritually and get right by repenting and turning back to the power. But yay, 2/3 of you saying hell with it. You're going to do your own thing. You're going to be good in those times. And the rest, the remnant, the elect, are preparing themselves spiritually and have repented sincerely in their hearts. So here we have this thing, which hasn't been a mystery, because there's actually a book. And as a matter of fact, now that I mentioned, let me get this book. I'm not going to read the book. I want to do something I want to look on. I'm trying to see the date of this book. And it's called The New World Order. It's called The New World Order. And you can look it up. It's by A. Ralph Epperson. You know, very interesting book to read. There's some very good points in this book as well. Very good points, you know, which you can merit with. They're not the book itself, but there's facts that this devil brings out, which is actually scriptural. They don't know it, more than likely, you know, but regardless, they don't have the truth. And the truth, and Yahweh Shai is not dealing with them as far as being prophets. But these people that come out with these books are part of the system. They're in the system. They're part of the system. So I guess some of them develop a conscience and they want to talk a little bit. So they come out with books. Okay. But again, the book is called The New World Order. Or there's another book as well you can get where there's viable points in it. It's called Behold the Pale Horse. Okay. By William Cooper. All right, so these are certain books that put out major points on what's going on these last days. All right, so this is through this Freemason model that they live by, order out of chaos. That's literally what this devil's doing. He's creating the chaos so the same devil can come with the order, you know, come with the solution to the problems, you know. But keep in mind, remember, this devil is he's manufacturing all these things on this level. He's in control of the whole earth. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And what you're witnessing the hands of this devil working, you know. And at the same time, here they are, you know, through the WEF, they portray themselves as the world leaders. They portray themselves as your spiritual leaders. They portray themselves as the people who has your best interest in heart, your welfare in heart. Where in all reality, this sinister plot, this sinister plan that they have, which is called the New World Order, you know, is literally to destroy you. There's no other word no other word to use. But to the point, is to literally destroy you. Okay, so let's do this here. 4 global risks to look out for in the post-P era. Okay, and it's going through a list of these things here. See, this is all they're playing. The post-P era is being shaped by heightened global risk and unpredictable shock events. Got to go into that word, shock events. Shock events. You know, that's not pretty. You know, especially you that's not being circumspect. You know, you have to be circumspect. You have to know what's going on around you. I mean, how much? I mean, Jake could claim they do, but Jake only knows what's going on around when it comes to what's going on with the current events like sports. You know what's going on in World Star Hip Hop, when the reality TV hip hop rap stars and wives and whatever this and that madness. In all reality, those are what you call the scriptures refer to as fools, man. Here, precept. I'm dealing with it every day. Ephesians 5, especially amongst our families, man. Fools. Amongst a bunch of fools. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. And again, here I go again. We are in a point of red alert. That's the point that we are as a nation, and the nation I'm referring to as is Israelites, the Israelites. You know, because ultimately, when it gets down to it, that's who the Lord's coming to punish. You know, and that's who He's coming to deal with, the Israelites, man. Okay, and those Israelites, most Israelites in this time are not redeeming the time because the days are evil. Because you can simply get in your car and you can still go out to the bars. You can go out and pay high prices at Walmart for your junk food. You know, you can still get in the line at the Wendy's and McDonald's and get all that poisonous fake food. You know, that the days aren't evil. You know, and what Jake is doing, he's waiting for that last moment. And it's beautiful how the scriptures actually cover that. He's waiting for this last moment when the master of the house returns. You know, he's sleeping. He's hoping he hear the car coming up the driveway. You know, he's hoping the master gives him a call and tell him, I'm making that move now. You know, I'm on my way now. Make sure everything's right. You know, how's everything going? You know, I'm on my way. Make sure everything's right. No, as the scripture says that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to strike like a thief in the night. He's going to strike like a thief in the night. Okay. And the fools, they're not looking for these things to come to pass. You know, they weren't warned by their spiritual leadership. With their spiritual leadership, these churches, these reverends, these pastors are in the dark their damn selves. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai isn't dealing with them. We can go into that as well. But back to this here. Okay. Global risk and unpredictable shock events. And here we go. Okay. And what is a shock event? Let's hit this one here. What is the meaning of a shock events? And listen, the emotional and physical reaction to a sudden, unexpected, and unusual, unpleasant event or experience. This is what's coming. And this is what we've been prophesying. This is what we've been telling you all this time, that y'all scoffed at, that you chose to ignore, and you know, these unpleasant events, which is actual scripture, man. You know, unpleasant. Oh man, oh man. Oh man, oh man. When you get into these scriptures and precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, you know, you can see the full picture that what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is bringing. He's literally bringing terror, man. Terror. And he's using this devil to play out this terror. The devil, who I mean, is the wicked, the so-called white man, the Edomites, which is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's, his sword. You know, his weapon of cruelty, his weapon that he's using to inflict harm, you know, to take peace from the earth, to kill, to destroy. That's who he's using. There ain't no way around it, you know. And this devil is no new age white man that he's modern and he's friendly, and no, that's just his front. It says powers dispersing in a new superpower era while governments struggle with a recurrent crisis of political legitimacy worldwide. Oh, they stole this election, stealing that election. You know, world people's waking up that they can't trust their governments is getting worse and worse. The lingering mental health crisis is being exacerbated by climate and AI. It goes through a lot of this. A big election year won't stop our recurrent crisis of political legitimacy. A more complex global mental health crisis. People are going to start going crazy, going to lose it, man. And you're starting to see that. Certain types of deaths are taking place, which is increasing, which has always been, but they've multiplied now. They've increased, where it's, you're hearing of family members taking out family members. You're hearing about murder suicides. You're hearing about children being killed. You're hearing about all these, you're hearing about more racial attacks. All these things is increasing more and more and more. An era of shock events. Make no mistake, the U.S. driven post-Cold War era ended a while ago, and realistically, America's 2024 election won't change this. Enduring global leadership, democracy, democratic ideals, globalization, and liberal values have all been notably challenged, and superpowers are overstretched. This is the global legitimacy crisis, as argued in my, always marking their book. Look for global risks to be further exacerbated by unexpected destabilizing shock events. Briefly, here are 3 shock events to consider that may impact global stability. And let me do this as well. Go to the precept here. Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievances which they have prescribed. That's why I gave mention of the book, the New World Order, okay? But hold on. Unrighteous decrees unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Decree resolves statutes. Actions prescribed, okay? Strong's H2710, and an enactment, resolution, a decree. These things is already, that's why it's, they have these unelected officials, these unelected figureheads that, like the EWEF, that's coming forth and presenting their future plans. Let's do this here. An enactment, the process of passing legislation, a process of acting something out. The New World Order. This devil's about to make his move. He's literally about to make his move. Okay? So let's do this. Hold on. A new global extremist groups, and you've seen all these things coming to pass. A new global extremist groups emerges. With the world distracted with multiple major wars and leadership in decline, this could be an opportunist time for a new extremist group to make its mark. And that's always, and that right there is all that's proving my points. Points that I've always mentioned, how race wars and class wars and economic wars and race wars and so on these things is going to multiply, and this is all what's going to happen all at one time. These things is all going to come to pass at one time. This Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is his ultimate plan. His goal is to overwhelm the wicked. And maybe not face as many consequences. Perhaps it will even leverage AI tools to kick off a new phase of terrorism. Okay, a cyber pandemic that is intentional. You see, it's coming to pass. Like the scriptures prophesy of a day of darkness. A day of darkness and a day of gloominess, a day of darkness You know, it's like a show of dead darkness and gloominess. Zephaniah 1:15. Beautiful scripture. Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near, and hasten greatly. That's why things seem to be picking up speed. This devil shifted gears. Hurrying, speedy, swift. Hastening, quickly, speedily. And as the scripture says, this devil knoweth that he have but a short time. This devil, these so-called white people, man, the Edomites, the elites of the Edomites, they know that they have but a short time. You know? We sound like broken records, huh? Okay. You know, and that's a lot of wording from scoffers is, y'all been saying this and ain't nothing happened. You know how long we've been hearing that? Imagine how long the apostles and elders been hearing that foolishness, man. Imagine that. Revelation 12:10. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, and that devil, that's the physical counterpart that's working out Satan's, that's the physical manifestation of Satan's works here on earth. Those are men. That's a nation of people, the Edomites. You know, when you go into that devil there, which really the devil, which means to deceive. And who's doing the deceiving? Who's doing the deceiving? Diablos. You know, prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely. Okay. Calumniator, false accuser, slanderer. There's the point. Applied to a man. In this case, applied to a nation of men who, and wicked ass women, by opposing the cause of the Most High. So, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, especially going back to the beginning, he said after all his works, it is good. You know, it is good. Everything was in a poetry motion until this devil comes around. The earth was in rhythm until this devil comes around. Okay? By opposing the cause of the Most High may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. Act the part of Satan or to side with him. That's exactly what these men are doing. Their vision of a new world order. A new world order. A new world order.
Crisis in the Persian Gulf, as grave as it is, also offers a rare opportunity to move toward an historic period of cooperation. Out of these troubled times, our fifth objective, a new...
You hear that? Out of these troubled times, a fifth objective.
World order can emerge, a new era. We have before us the opportunity...
A new era. With them not knowing that the actual era is them going down and the Israelites coming up. Order's been placed right back in its rightful order. Power been put right back in its rightful order.
To forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Yeah, you hear that? The scripture, his peacekeeping operations, you know, his peacekeeping. He speaks softly, he speaks sweetly, but war is in his heart. I know I quoted it wrong a little, but you got the point. Those are unrighteous decrees. Remember, these things are going to all come suddenly. They're going to all come suddenly. Climate change claims its first island nation in the post-P era. And that's it on that. But this thing is speaking a lot, man. It's speaking a lot. And those shock events. Going back to these shocking events, man. Yeah, this devil's running out of time. So he has to make us move. I'm trying to find this precept. That was Isaiah. Isaiah 30 and 13. Isaiah 47 and 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And we've been telling you these things are coming, man. And then ultimately, this is all going to just lead to the end of Babylon's existence, man. That's the whole goal of these elites, And they're pretty much just sacrificing Babylon, America, sacrificing this place for their future New World Order glory. It says, stand down with thine enchantments and with thy multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art worried in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. And there's not a goddamn thing these devils can do. And especially these foolish jakes that are siding with them, lining up to vote, thinking there's going to be some political solution to make things better for themselves. Ain't nothing worse than a fool that has Stockholm syndrome. Ain't nothing worse than an idiot that has captured bonding in their hearts, man. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm it, nor fire to sit before it. That's comfort. These places, he's taking comforts away, and he's bringing chaos for this world. That's what the Lord is going to bring. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall save thee. None shall save thee. Slack it. Oh, man. So these things is coming quick. The great day of the Lord is near, and hasten greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men. And I will bring distress upon men. The only way you're going to survive this is if you have Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai protecting you. That's the only way you're going to be safe in these times, man. And I will bring distress. Let's do this. Distress, meaning to bind to a narrow, be in distress, make narrow, cause distress, besiege, be straitened, be bound. There's going to be prisoners. There's going to be people rounded up, taken into concentration camps. detainment centers, for whatever reasons, because there's many reasons to lock you up for being a foolish criminal out there, rioting out there, um, uh, the word they use, breaking in stores, stealing shit, whatever. Or if you're SICKILL, so you need uh, a witch's serum to poke you in the ass so you can get better. People are going to be getting rounded up off of these streets, for many reasons. Distress, to be scared, be cramped, be in straits, difficulty, to be bound, to make narrow, for cause, distress, to press hard upon, suffer distress, to show hostility toward, vex, to show hostility toward, enmity, vex, harass. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. It says here, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in that day, and deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. And really a lot of this is economic, is considered part of this. The whole world is literally going to go mad. Where's it at? A cyber pandemic. And here you've been hearing the whole world, and I'm not sure if it's the whole world, but I think it is the whole world but I know definitely here in Babylon that every social security number and identification has been hacked through the black web or some shit they said. A cyber pandemic that is intentional. The massive global IT outage in July was not terrorism, but simply a faulty software update. Okay, so you see they have this shit planned. So I'm gonna close here in a minute. But neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And listen, and your boy said it. I gotta get up and use the bathroom real quick. I gotta go back.
Crisis in the Persian Gulf, as grave as it is, also offers a rare opportunity to move toward an historic period of cooperation. Out of these troubled times, our fifth objective, a new world order, can emerge, a new era. We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nature.
The law of the jungle. What do you think he's even, and I'm sure there's double meaning to what he's saying by that law of the jungle, but what do you think he means? Oh, come on. I'm not sure if it's with an S or C. There you go. Job, the 5th chapter. His new world order. Okay. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right. And that enterprise is what? Their new world order. Going to that enterprise. Wisdom, sound knowledge. And that's all on the left hand. Their wisdom, sound knowledge, and their success. Sound of efficient wisdom. Abiding success. Sound of efficient wisdom. Abiding success of the effect of sound wisdom. The enterprise, that which thing as is, substance, sound, is enterprise. Let me do this as well. I like to do this. And I'm gonna have to pause for a second. I devoured a smoothie, and they run through me quick. Give me a second here. Here you go. And I'm gonna pause. Come back to this. Let me run to the bathroom. Slocky, I'm back in this. Didn't mean to take so long. And I just wanted to go into this word enterprise. They use the word enterprise. You know, blue letter doesn't really give you nothing. Enterprise, okay, a project. Okay, project or undertaking. Typically one that is difficult or requires effort. And this New World Order isn't coming easy for them. And actually, when they implement it, when they start to make their moves, there's going to be much pushback. You know, there's going to be much, which is going to lead to, again, martial law and civil unrest. And this is going to be in every city, man, small and large, all across this filthy, foul nation. Civil unrest. So a project or undertaking, typically one that is difficult or requires effort. This devil's enterprise. And we can go more and more into that, but I'm not trying to go there. I really didn't intend for it to go as long as it's gone. You know. Check it out. He has taken the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward he carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man who the Most High correcteth, therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Lord Almighty. All right? He maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evils touch thee. Okay? And those go to the book of Revelation to speak of the trumps. The 6th trump and the 7th trump, which represented these periods we living in now, the 6th trump, the 6 troubles. All right? And 7 is when the nukes is going to drop. And 7, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. They shall be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Because this is what we've been waiting for. You know? This is what we've been all stressed out for. You know? This very moment, which the world has, oh man, you've been saying that for years and years and nothing's happened. Look, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. And mainly we're going to be laughing at the wicked. You know, the wicked that, oh, this has never happened. You fools, you people are lying. You are devils. You're lying on the scriptures and you this and that. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. Okay? And it's beautiful how it goes on. We're good, man. We're good from this devil. So we're just, praying this devil again. Speed things up, man. Speed it up. Make your move, Esau. Esau, make your move, baby. So we can get the hell up out of here. So I hope you're edified till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.